He's Nick. I'm Matt. And we're insufficient.
Oh, you goddamn right, buddy.
Fuck.
How you doing?
I'm rocking out with my cock out.
Okay.
In the new fish hoodie.
We got to talk about this hoodie. First of all,
right, let's talk about it.
From an objective standpoint, it looks great, and I like it a lot.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, I'm jealous. However, I feel like when you finish telling this story, people are going to be pissed.
Okay. So my wife and family were in Ohio. They stopped by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife took a picture in front of the hot dog for me, and she had a nice surprise when she got home. This, well, not that type of surprise, but
Jesus, Matt.
Yeah, take
That's
it
too
easy.
much.
No.
And she came home to a big surprise.
So anyways, show me your brown donut.
You like hot dogs, do you, honey? Time for the meat stick.
So my father-in-law actually and my brother-in-law really pushed. I mean, my wife wanted to get this for me, but it was expensive. Really pushed for them to get this for me. My father-in-law bought it for me. I'm super appreciative. Luck, thank you so much. This thing rocks. I don't know if it was a dry goods thing that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ended up like working with Fish on, but this thing is decked out. You know, we've got the old school Fish logo on the breast here. We got some of the donuts in the back here on the hood, and then we got another donut right here. It's great material, made really well. However, super strange that they're selling Fish stuff at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Fish wasn't even inducted, even though they won the overall popular vote for the fan base.
This is my problem.
I know.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is making money off a band that they didn't let in.
What?
Fuck those guys. So Fish obviously is licensing out Big Money Tuesday for you, licensing out their name, their logo to the Rock Hall. They're probably paying like $20 a shirt.
Sure.
But if I'm Fish, pull it. Fuck them. And if you're really like worried about losing that $20, pay Matt and I, and we'll sell T-shirts outside of the Rock Hall of Fame, and they'll get none of the money.
I don't want to go to Ohio.
I've been to Ohio.
It sucks.
It's not great.
It's not great. And here's
however, we do have like a bunch of listeners from Ohio, and there are nice parts. By the way, Columbus is not part of Ohio.
No, it's almost like Kentucky, Ohio.
It's its own thing. A lot of really great people out there.
But, you know, I think my wife said it was pretty disappointing. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it wasn't as good. What the fuck? That's awesome. That is weird. I don't want to see that close, though.
It's a real magnifying glass.
Yeah, I don't like
Dude,
what it's
that's kind of how fat I was when we started this podcast.
I know. I know. You've lost a lot of weight.
What's going on, guy? By the way, you got the new shirt.
I did.
You see this bad, Larry? These things are Fish.
What?
Yeah, look at that pattern.
Yeah, that's making me sick. Sit down.
Yeah. So what I got to do is I got to get a hold of my man Paige. Dude, Paige.
Hey, do me a favor.
Me?
Bring the hat. Bring the hat that you got me on Sunday. Next Sunday. Don't forget it.
Still in the bag, baby.
Nice. That with this.
Yeah, with this and the mustache.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but you got to, what do you think about
it's got to get thicker.
Shortening that handlebar a little bit? You know what I mean? Go more like New York City French. Yes.
Like right here?
Yeah, like there you go.
But isn't it supposed to be at the corners of your mouth?
No, man, you want to. Well, I mean, you can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of a mustache.
All right, let's just see. I want it to grow out a little thicker. Who wants a mustache ride?
And the mustache keeps getting thicker. Any chance we hear a foam this summer tour?
I hope so, man.
0. No chance.
How many chances are we getting a foam this much?
No, there are no foams coming our way. By the way, I've got a lot of hot takes on this tour. I bet you do too. It's Tuesday, so we've got Wednesday, Thursday, 10 days.
Yep.
10 days, Matt. Now, this summer is going to be crazy. We're going to get to a bunch of these shows. We haven't even talked about Fish adding new shows in Alabama, looks like North Carolina, and then the Hamptons, which is pretty awesome.
Yep. I can't believe they added that.
Makes me a little nervous, and we'll talk about why. You know me. I'm always worried that they're going to pull the ripcord. But something that did give me hope was I was re-listening to that Providence show. By the way, really good show. Portland, not Providence. Portland.
Okay.
And he said, we'll be back in less time than we were last time. And so it had been 25 years before. So he's saying they'll play there again. I'm going to hold him to that.
Okay.
Okay.
What year was that?
99 was the last time they had played there.
What?
And then they played again in 25. So yeah. If Fish is still around in 25 years, they'll be 85 years old. Dude, that shit would be wild. But you saw David Byrne.
I know, but at that point, Wikipog will be so slow, it won't even. It will be nothing.
Trying make a woman Fishman.
That'll have to be shelved completely.
Oh my God.
What's okay? I guess a good question is, what songs in 25 years will they not play again? If they make it to 25 years, that's not the question of the day, but if they do, what songs would be shelved?
Most.
Even better question. In the next 10 years, what songs are they no longer going to play anymore?
You know what? That's going to be a fun game this summer. Let's play Last Time You Heard It. And I thought we heard our last David Bowie. We didn't, so that's good.
No, you kept throwing that out there. You're like, this is the last David Bowie ever.
It did. Well, they're having a hard time with it. And eventually, they're going to have a hard enough time with a song, they're going to be like, nah.
I don't get it. Jazz musicians can do it.
I think it's harder to put together what they're putting out. Great meme was, I can't believe that this sound was done by 4 guys in their 60s. And it's like just the hardest rock fucking jam you've ever heard. And it was from the Albany show. And it's like, yeah, I can't believe that either.
I mean, to be fair, I guess what I'm comparing with jazz musicians is that the musicianship of jazz musicians tends to get only better with age. And however, jazz musicians are not putting on the scale of concert with the touring that, Fish is. They're just
not.
And
the set parts that Fish plays.
Yeah, but well,
it's a lot looser.
No. Once you get it, that's we're gonna harken that back to musicality, man. And so jazz has crazy set parts and things like that. Like I wouldn't say that at all. But I think that it's a lot more wearing on.
But the scale on those set parts is smaller than the scale that Fish's set parts are.
Not necessarily. It depends on the song.
That they keep playing though? No, definitely not. And I feel like the band doesn't. The whole Fish experience is just so intricate, and it's based upon every other member. But a lot of the jazz things that I think of, you know what I mean? Like basically you've got 3 or 4 people playing kind of like in a round and then one person doing some, thought out instrumentals.
It just depends on the group and the song. Yes, usually it's a couple of sections and then there's a jam part to it with jazz.
But I love that sweatshirt and this shirt.
Together?
No. Well, yeah, together. But just in general, I mean, we're dressed nice for today's podcast.
It's good.
You're welcome.
What do we got today's docket, Nick?
Oh my God, we got so much. So I have a new contender for the absolute best venue for Fish, period. And I can't believe that we've never talked about it. And it's shocking to me that none of our listeners, despite the fact that they're constantly sending stuff in, haven't brought it up. You ready?
Shoot.
Darien Lake.
Woo! That's hot.
I think that might be the greatest consistent place that they've played, and every single one is a barn burner.
Darien Lake is crazy. Worcester Centrum Center.
I've seen a bad show in Worcester.
No, you haven't.
I've seen a bad set in Worcester.
What?
You know the one I'm going to talk about. I did not care. I did not care for your first. I didn't care for your first Fish set.
It still was good.
Second set was really good.
What are you talking about? The fucking MoMA in that set was retarded.
Wait, I thought MoMA was set 2.
No. Ghost was set 2.
Okay, so then for this day in Fishery, we're going to just pretend that it's whatever day that was, and we're going to do the Worcester 03 show, start to finish. Let's just put it to bed.
Are you serious?
Yeah, on Thursday. Today's Tuesday. On Thursday, we'll do that whole show, and we're going to pretend that it's that day of the year. Does that work for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
that works for me. All right, so we'll do that. I know this show well.
Yeah, I know. It's one of your favorite.
And the reason is not because it's my first show. That just helps. But, okay, let's get going on this one. Wednesday, 2/26. No.
It's Thursday. You want to do it right now?
No.
If you want to do it right now, we'll do it right now.
Let's do it live.
I was ready to talk about Darien Lake 93, 97, 99.
That's fine.
But no. Let's do it. Let's finally put this show out there because that's what we're going to do.
All right.
So, okay. Date again?
I don't think you're ready, but 2/26/2003. First show back from their hiatus to Boston or the Massachusetts area.
Okay. 2003.
Cold fucking night. Bitter cold night. My first show.
Yeah.
I had third row dead center. This is when you could get floor seats as a seat.
So I was on the floor too, but I was in the very back of the floor right before the high rise starts going up. I was with my buddy Raj, and I brought this first time Fish new
Raging Raj.
Dude, Raj the man. And then Kristen Swanson.
Okay.
She's probably famous.
Samsonite.
It's close. That's the best movie ever.
Listen, set one.
Set one opener. By the way, this is part of the reason why I think maybe I didn't enjoy the show so much. Keep going.
This yem opens to the call to charge. You enjoy myself. I don't know why you didn't like this yem.
Didn't they brick it?
No. The whole thing was fucking great to start. Set parts were awesome.
I'm not ready. I need some lube before you enjoy myself.
I want it dry. I want a dry hump.
You just want to stick it right in, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
This yem was awesome.
It
so
is
good.
Apparently a jam chart yem. So
yeah,
fine.
Because it fucking burned, man. I think you haven't heard the song for a while because I played you some stuff a couple weeks ago. And
you played me that moment, and I was into it.
And the Ghost, and you were like,
yeah, the Ghost was also good. And second set was great.
All right, here we go.
First set, okay. You enjoy myself.
I don't really like the vocal jam, but the thing is that they went into this vocal jam, and they tease because this is the first time that the band has ever played their solo music, and I think that's why you don't like it. It's the first time that they played each other's solo stuff, and you're like, oh, it's just a waste. But here's the thing: they teased Clone. In the vocal jam, and then went into Clone. Clone is a song that I wish that Mike would play out more. I love this song.
So here we go. When was the last time they played Clone?
I think they've only played it once.
Correct. So it couldn't have been that fucking great
it is.
If they only played it once.
Clone. Dude, the bass lick is sick. Dude, it's a good Mike song.
Not that I want to cross bands, okay, but Mike is kind of one of the best songwriters in the group.
All right, that's a statement.
Well, there's only 4 people. Fishman is not the best songwriter in the group. He writes one a year. They're usually hits. He can write a hit.
Yeah.
I bet he wrote Wombat secretly.
Have to have that.
Yeah. He's out in the audience. He's like, have to have that. Talking about you in that hoodie.
So coming from Clone, we're going to Rogue, which was awesome.
Fine.
Awesome. Jam chart Rogue, dude.
Yeah. All right.
Then we go into Drifting. This I think is this is a Trey song. Not my favorite Trey song.
Mm-hmm.
Is this from Shine Down?
No, keep going.
No, okay. And then a Fishman song, Blue Skies.
Wait a minute. Before you go too far, though, how many times has Fish played Drifting?
Once.
Okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
It does. When Fish enjoys playing his song, they play it again.
They forgot this whole shit. They forgot all about it.
Okay.
Coming up to Blue Skies, which is a grab-ass Fishman song that he wrote, I think with Pork Tornado.
That they've only played once.
Yes, these are only played once.
Okay.
I liked it. Blue skies come from my way. I love this song. It's good.
Look. Okay, keep going. I'm with you.
Followed up by the best MoMA dance ever. There's not even anything close.
I will concede that point because I can't think of every single MoMA. This was really good. I enjoyed it. I remember enjoying it.
If you're looking to dance hard, it is the most danceable MoMA. I would put it out to all of you guys. Find a better MoMA. Give it to us. We'll listen to it, and then we'll fucking crush you with this MoMA. It's just not gonna. You're not gonna get it.
I don't know how you do listen parties, but we should do a listen party with some people and just listen to that MoMA.
Yeah, we should.
All right.
Coming up with Final Flight. This is the one that I didn't like.
Is this Paige?
This is Paige. This is not a good song.
The funny thing is that this song became a mainstay in Phish, and they've played it, I don't know, at least 0 other times.
It's bad.
So, of all of the songs that they brought in from their outside stuff, they've never played any of them again.
That's doesn't matter.
That's my point.
Matter.
No,
they've forgotten about it.
Trey has not forgotten about Drifting.
Dude, Trey forgets lyrics all the time. And
yeah, but he doesn't forget his song. He loves his songs. They're his little babies.
Yeah. So, anyways, Final Flight, not very good. Ending with a just blaze out maze. It was so good that at the end, you can hear Trey say, nailed it. Nailed it. He actually put his hand up. He's like, nailed it.
He's like, we're back, baby.
They nailed it. They nailed it.
He's like, I'm going to crash this band into the ground next year, but we nailed this one.
What a killer way to end a set with a blazing fucking...
Yeah, all right. I remember there was some Gershwin in this.
There was some Gershwin. Quick break. Starting out set 2 with a just spectacular stash. So good.
Yeah, okay. I'm in, okay? I've got a maze. I'm now listening to Stash. Things are flowing nicely. Let's do it.
Stash killer. And then this Ghost.
Yes.
This Ghost. This is, again, I think you could put this up against any Ghost out there.
It's a top 5 Ghost.
Top 1. It's just 1. It's number 1.
If you're another podcast out there that rates Phish songs and you like to listen to a whole bunch of the same Phish song and rank them, you guys should do Ghost. And if you already did Ghost and I didn't hear it, just send us a message. Let me know which one's the best.
So good.
Probably this one.
They just lay. And then what I love about what they're doing with a lot of these jams is they're laying into the groove, which I know that Mike really enjoys. They're just sitting and simmering. And it shows. It shows how powerful sitting and simmering is. Not just for...
You want to sit and simmer?
Not just for like the band jamming, but just for the whole crowd experience and being able to groove out and dance. When you sit and simmer and put layers on there, people are fucking ready. They don't need you to just always peak with your trills and thrills.
Oh, I'm peaking.
One of the best into lowriders I ever heard. I mean, they attempted the lowrider thing a couple times during this tour, and this one was outstanding.
First of all, lowrider is a metaphor for marijuana.
Okay.
Just FYI. Second of all, this is the second to last time they play it. I think it's the last time they fully played it. I love it. One of the greatest things about this Tantrum is that they always play like weird fucking songs from the past. I don't know what about this Tantrum. They're like, you know what? I want to play Layla. You're like, what?
And
it's
like,
crazy.
And they came out of Ghost so well into Lowrider. It's if you haven't heard it, you got to listen back.
I mean, I felt like it was just right into Lowrider.
And then from Lowrider right into Makasupa, which was awesome. And the thing is that Trey actually talked about, I think something about their hotel burning down. Reference the lyrics to Makasupa, the fire at the band's hotel in Cincinnati a week earlier. All right, Nick.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Then into A Killer Yamar.
Makasupa Policeman is a bust out now.
Yeah,
just FYI, it's been 2 or 3 years, which is crazy. It's a staple. There must be a reason.
And then we get the fucking ugly pig, Coyote.
No, dude, just the friendly pig. Ask my buddy Ari. He knows.
Coyote coming out. Awesome to hear Coyote.
Yep.
I
think actually that was my first Coyote, which
really
is crazy. I'll have to go back and check, but they didn't play it for a long time when I was on the road. And so I think this was my first Coyote.
It was executed perfectly. Waves, which was I had never heard it before, and this was played throughout the 2.0 era, and I love this song. Waves,
classic.
Then we get a Prince Caspian, which I know you love.
I do love Prince Caspian. I might start crying if I hear a good enough Prince Caspian. I'm crying.
Into Frankenstein.
Frankenstein and Gogi Apparatus for me was like
Gogi?
a nod to the '93 New Year's show. Both of them played so well.
And then Encore, Love and Cup came out blazing. This Love and Cup is awesome, man.
I would have liked one more song in that Encore.
Yeah, but they didn't really do that type of shit back then.
Yeah.
It's
a great show.
If you have not heard this show, this blows NASA out of the fucking water. I've re-listened to NASA a bunch of times. It doesn't even compare. It's not even in the same fucking ballpark. You might have liked it on paper. It looked a little bit better, but playing and execution-wise, it's not even, not even fucking close. That fucking bathtub, you're like, best bathtub of all bathtubs, and it was not that good.
Paige was really good.
Okay, Paige might have been good, but it was not that good.
He's Matt, I'm Nick. We are insufficient, and we're still celebrating somebody's birthday because I don't have the other exit music.
You can't find it?
I told you I lost it.
Dude.
This show was so good, I forgot that we were at 22 minutes, and so I didn't start playing the Rhapsody, which is what I should have done.
I can't believe you lost our outro music.
I'll find it.
Welcome, we're insufficient. Nick loses fucking music that we need.